Hi guys, my name is Tanvi Dikshit. Welcome back to my channel. This is day 4 in Singapore, and I am just about to leave. So behind me, you can see the hotel where I'm staying at. I'm staying at this capsule hotel called the Pod. And today I actually have to do a bunch of things. I only have 2 more days left now, and I just realized there's so much that I still haven't done, and I have to somehow kind of like maximize and manage to squeeze in a lot of things in 2 days. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to do today. Last night we went out partying and I ended up sleeping at like 4:30, so I'm kind of a little sleep deprived, but doesn't matter, I'm going to power through. I am off to Orchard Road today, which is like one of the more fancier shopping destinations. I don't think I'll be shopping much, but I just want to go like window shopping and just get the vibe of the place. So I'm heading there. I actually was trying to figure out if there are any convenient metro or bus routes, but it looks too complicated. Like I have to change a couple of buses, walk a lot, change 2 trains. So it's like very complicated. So that's why I'm just ordering for a cab. Just a tip, if you're in Singapore and you want to book a cab, there is a very easy government service. The app is called CDC Zig, and the cabs are called comfort cabs basically. So here you can book a ride for ranging from like $10 and upwards. So right now for me to go from here to Orchard Road is going to cost me around $11, which is actually not that bad. So that's why I've just booked a ride. Now I'm waiting for the cab guy to get here. I have reached Orchard Road and I have come to this shopping complex called Ion. Now the cab guy told me that Ion actually stands for I am on Orchard Road. So there are a bunch of other, there's one Takashima complex, there's another complex. So I'm going to start with Ion and then see. I actually haven't had breakfast, so I'm trying to find a food court where I can actually go and grab something to eat. I grabbed a breakfast of kaya toast again at Ya Kun Kaya. It was actually pretty delicious, and then I'm now just walking around like exploring the mall a little bit. I was actually the most excited to go to the Charles & Keith store because Charles & Keith is originally like a Singapore based brand, so I had heard that you get stuff for ultra cheap here. So I kind of went to the store and explored it, but the prices are actually equal, if not more than what they are in India. So I was a little surprised because I was expecting it to be cheap here. But yeah, in any case, I didn't really like anything enough to buy it, and it wasn't even that cheap at all. I'm just walking around exploring more stores. Alright guys, so right now I've come to this place which not a lot of tourists know about, okay? So there is this entire complex near Raffles Hotel called Chijmes, okay? It is spelled as Chijmes, but it's pronounced as Chijmes, and it's like a huge complex which has lots of eateries, pubs, lots of beautiful outdoor seating area. You see these like tent sort of covered tables to protect you from the rains, and on the opposite side you have a beautiful white colored church. Look how pretty this building is. This entire complex is just so pretty. Again, not a lot of tourists know about it, so come here, click some beautiful pictures, chill, grab a fancy meal, chill out with your friends or family. Guess where I am right now? I have come to probably the most exclusive heritage hotel in Singapore, that is Raffles. Oh my god, the property is so beautiful. beautiful white exteriors, like a British sort of architecture, tall wooden ceilings, a totally different version of fans that I'm seeing for the first time, honestly. And their bar called the Long Bar, which is like this whole Texas style ranch sort of a feel with like peanut shells strewn across the floor, you know. And this particular hotel is the birthplace of the iconic Singapore Sling cocktail. So, since I'm here, I'm definitely going to try out. So, while I await my Singapore Sling, I'm munching on some peanuts.
Oh my God,
How's it?
this is so good.
Is it?
Leave me alone.
Our Singapore Slings are here. Okay, let me tell you a little bit about this cocktail. So the Singapore Sling actually originated right here at this place, okay? It's a gin-based cocktail. The main ingredients are gin, cherry brandy and lime juice, okay? It's a very refreshing kind of drink. And the story behind this is why Singapore Sling became so popular is because during those times, drinking socially was not as common for women as it is now. So the bartender added a pink color to this to kind of make the drink look more feminine. And so more women started, you know, having this drink, making social drinking more acceptable for women here. Isn't that awesome? I feel like I'm being a part of Singapore's legacy. Also, the drink is really refreshing. Like, it's a perfect day drink. I'll go with brunch or lunch. So guys, the best part is you don't actually have to come and stay here at Raffles just to experience the property. You can just come here, grab a drink at the Long Bar, or come here and grab a coffee at their cafe called Singapore Coffee, because I know the property is pretty pricey to stay at, but you can just come here, spend a couple of hours, just chill out for a bit, click a lot of Instagram worthy pictures in front of this gorgeous fountain, and actually in front of any facade of the property, because honestly every nook and corner is so pretty, just picture perfect. We have come to this food center or food court called Lau Pa Sat, which is actually known for the most authentic local food here. We are starting off with this bowl of pork rib noodles, okay? So this is sort of like a ramen bowl with like really soupy, spicy noodles with pork ribs that have been cooked with some spice. I'm gonna taste it and see what that spice is. It looks really spicy, like it looks... Yeah, it is spicy. Yes. Next up, trying out the chicken rice. I already tried the Hainanese chicken rice. Now this is another version, very similar to what I had before, but this is sort of batter fried. This is a lemon chicken along with rice, served with some red chilies and soy and some cucumber. Looks delicious. Let us try how it tastes. It's also served with a chicken broth sort of a thing, like a soupy broth. This is crispy and much more seasoned than the Hainanese chicken rice. Sesame, soy sauce, all of those flavors. Although I'm not getting a lot of lemon in it, but tasty nevertheless. Okay, next up we are trying out the murtabak, which is a sort of stuffed chicken paratha. So this is, I think, a pan fried, like shallow fried sort of a paratha, and inside that is shredded chicken spiced with a lot of very indie looking spices actually, and it's served with this spicy looking curry. It's extremely hot, so we're gonna wait till we try it out.
Satisfying. I'm eating food with Indian flavors after so long.
Another local delicacy you should not miss out on when you're trying out the local food markets or food courts in Singapore is their satays or meat grills basically. You can try out their chicken satay, their shrimp satay and a bunch of other meats. The grills are to die for. Sentosa is basically a beautiful island resort. You can actually reach Sentosa by either the road, you can even walk there, you can take the cable car if you want to get some gorgeous views, or you can just do what I did and take the monorail. Once you're in Sentosa, you have a bunch of things to do there. You can basically spend even a couple of days actually in Sentosa. One thing you should not miss out on is, of course, the show that is Wings of Time. Another thing, especially if you're traveling with kids, that you have to do is go to Universal Studios. I skipped it, but if you want to enjoy adventurous rides and all of that, then make sure you set an entire day aside and spend it at Universal Studios. Sentosa has a very interesting history. It actually used to be a prison. It was a camp for prisoners of war, and it used to hold a few of the most savage and brutal prisoners over there. Eventually, the Singapore government turned it into a vacation resort sort of a thing. Another interesting fact is that it's mostly man-made. Like, all the beaches that you actually see in Sentosa are all completely man-made. So it's actually quite wonderful to see what they've managed to achieve there. Okay guys, so we have finally managed to come to Sentosa, and here we are at the Sentosa beach, and we literally did what people told us to do. People told us that you have to watch this show called The Wings of Time, and we have literally come here just in time to catch the show. But we are just quickly, it's about sunset time, so we're just quickly, just taking a stroll on the beach, and then we are heading for the show.
Come on, let's just go back.
You can join the others if you're scared. Me, I want to have a closer look.
Rachel, stop! Come back! What? Who are you?
Well, I am Shabazz from the...
Okay, so I am here right now at this beautiful little alley lane sort of a thing called Haji Lane. This is actually very close to my stay, both the Pod Boutique Capsule Hotel as well as Metaspace Pod. So it's Haji Street, Arab Street, all of these are close to each other, and these lanes are lined by like restaurants, eateries, pubs, and they have such a nice, vibrant, eclectic sort of a vibe. You can definitely come here for like an evening out, for a couple of drinks, and just to, shop around a little bit. Just is extremely lively and nice. If you are around Arab Street or the historic Kampong Lamp area in Singapore, then you cannot miss out on the Masjid Sultan, the Sultan Mosque. It's a beautiful white structure with a gorgeous, massive gold colored dome, and the street leading up to it is entirely lined by Turkish, Lebanese food joints and some Turkish inspired decor items for sale on the road. So it's basically a vibe you need to experience for sure. So that was my day 4 exploring Singapore. I will be back with the day 5 vlog. And until then, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and also don't forget to watch all the videos from my Singapore series. See you.